I think we're streaming. You won't be able to see me very well. That is an illusion. There's plenty of light in here. I don't know why the webcam is being all gloomy and dark. I think we're streaming. Ooh. You won't be able to see me very well. Ooh, I had my sound on by mistake. That's not very good, is it? So, yeah, hi. So, hi, Pokington. Hi, Ashyashurath. Cool. Hi, Bluation. So, here's what's going on. There is a game that not enough people have played. I found out that there's a game that I think is good. It's on Steam right now. It's not too expensive. It's about a tenner. You can play it as soon as you like. But not enough people are playing it. And I found this out today when my friend looked up how many people were playing it. And it was like, what? Really? This is a game that's only got about 3,000 people who've bought it altogether, and yet it's really good. It's made really well. The person who's making it is supporting it really dedicatedly and has updated it only recently. And it is based on an old game from the 1980s that I got for what must have probably been my 10th birthday. So I'm going to show you both games here today. Hello, I've got my webcam set up today. I don't usually do that. I should usually do that, but I don't. So perhaps I'll change that. Anyway, so here's the game that we're going to be playing first, by way of introduction. No, let me do an introduction. Let me make me bigger. If I just for the time being, if I just pull my picture up bigger like that. Hello, I'm Dave, and I'm going to tell you about this game. So, first of all, I want to take you back in time to the 1980s when games were simpler and computers were simpler. My very first computer, which you'll be hearing about quite a bit soon, it was the ZX Spectrum, on which pixels were huge, games were simple, and there weren't very many mascots. You may have seen what ZX Spectrum games look like, either on this channel or just in your general life. But imagine big blocky pixels a la Space Invaders, and you're not far wrong. Slightly more colours than you could get out of Space Invaders, but apart from that, that's more or less the difference. That was a simplification. Ignore everything I just said. But anyway, old games with sprites that are made out of a single colour. And onto this computer and into this world stepped Dizzy. Now, Dizzy was the first video game mascot character that I was a really big fanboy of. He didn't predate Mario, but he was 1986, maybe, around that sort of time, I'm not sure. But anyway, the point of it was, he was just a little egg with a little smiley face and little flappy hands, and he just went around. And what you did in the Dizzy game... We're not playing a Dizzy game today, by the way. We will be, but today what we're playing is a slightly different game. But anyway, in the Dizzy games, it established a mode of play, a new kind of game. As far as I can think of. I can't think of any other games like this. Imagine a sort of a slightly cartoony world, although still extremely pixelated and old graphicsy. And imagine that this... you can explore this cartoony world that Dizzy's walking around in, and there are items, there are objects, just dotted around the place here and there. You can get some of them by talking to people, you can get some of them by solving puzzles, some of them are just lying around on the floor. And what you do is you've got a limited inventory of items that you can pick up. When you fill that inventory, then you have to drop one item to pick up another item. And you go over to the... to things that sort of litter around the fantasy world that you happen to be in, or the magic land that you happen to be in, or the treasure island that you happen to be on, and you will find these things in your way, these obstacles, and some of them will obviously be puzzles, and some of them you'll not be quite sure what you're supposed to do about them. But what you're supposed to do is those objects that you picked up all over the place, well, you go up to those things and you put those objects down, and then that solves the puzzle. So, let's say there's a locked door, and you've picked up a key. You go over to the door, you drop the key, and it goes beep, and a message comes up saying you unlocked the door, and then when the screen sort of, clears and rejuvenates, you will see that the door is now open, and you can go through it and find out what's in the next room. This had been going on for a few years, when a chap called Colin... Let me put myself back down here. There we go. Is that going to go over the chat? It is a little bit. How about that? Perfect. Lovely. A chap called Colin gave us this. This is Slightly Magic by Colin Jones. Now, today we're going to be playing the Spectrum version of this game, which is the original version. And we are going to be... I'm just going to show you a bit of this, because then we're going to go and play a different game. Are you ready? Here's Slightly Magic. And listen to this. This, you'll have to believe me, is the best and the clearest digitized voice, digitized speech that I had ever heard on the Spectrum. Here it is.
Slightly Magic.
Hear that? Yeah! And then some pretty good chip music by Alistair Brimble, one of the old masters of the chip tune. Isn't it nice? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just listen to this for a moment. You might get a Slightly Magic with lyrics, you never know. I did write lyrics to it when I was 10. In the game, you're looking for a magic wand and a magic spell book that the wizard Big Wiz has left behind when he left. So it's the wand and the book are just the start of it. Slightly's probably here today. Yeah, I think it was. And then Big Wiz is out, and he was in a hurry when he went away. And then it was like he left his something, and I can't remember now, but that I wrote some lyrics for it. Are you rescuing a princess in this? I feel like in the song he rescued a princess. And or he met up with one. I think she was rescuing him. Having met up with him, she just basically explained stuff. That was her role in the song. She explained all the lore to him. Brimble, listen to this. This was the princess singing. I remember this. So here we go. This is Slightly Magic. Check it out. Hello, Freaky Lady Moonbeam. Yeah, I got my camera on today. Yeah, listen to this music. It's really good. I don't want to move on from it. It was actually the very first... Actually, this is the very first piece of music that I ever recorded from a computer game to listen to when not playing that game. So perhaps I had it when I was 9. Maybe it was for Christmas or something. Because I made this tape of tunes from the ZX Spectrum. This was the first one, and then it was a load of Dizzy tunes after that. Alright, let's have a look at this game. Let's have a look at this game, come on. Now, straight away, look, you can tell that Colin... Oh, I've forgotten his name, but Colin Jones, who made this, was a cartoonist of some sort, because he's got all these little touches. I mean, look at the... Can you see my cursor? Look at the little dancing star down here. This is just the HUD. You're going to collect those. Look at obviously the speech balloon that just popped out, and even Slightly. That's Slightly Magic. That's his name. Look at his little lip that he's got there. And his big expressive eyes. This is a cartoonist's game, and I was by that age a cartoonist. So, yes, fair point, Meg. So, here we go. Read the spellbook and collect the wand to gain you magic powers. Combine the spells with their matching objects to make them work. And this is an interesting twist on the Dizzy formula. So here we are. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. We start in this castle. There, in the bottom left, is the wand I'm trying to get. And above it, not really guarding it, is a dragon. Now, this is an old-fashioned game, so I'm going to die a lot. So let me just check what the keyboard shortcut for saving is. Quick save as... Oh, no, I don't want to choose a folder for my quick saves and go through all that rigmarole. So I think we're going to have to just quick save and just hope for the best. Okay. So let's... And then what? What's load? Quick save is F3, quick load is F2. Okay. So if I was to save there. So here is Slightly Magic. There he goes, look at him. Listen to how expressive this music is. One beep, a crowd of beeps. Alright then, so I'm this little wizard. There's a bucket. Notice how I'm... Oh, do you see that? The dragon said I'm thirsty. Oh! And I was frazzled by him. Told you I was going to need that save state. But the first time you walk up to him, he says, I'm thirsty. And that's the first little hint that you get. Because if you haven't played the Dizzy games, you don't know what you're supposed to do here. Look at the animation. Oh, it's such a lovely little walk. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, 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 hop. I haven't yet read the Making of Slightly Magic book that's available. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. So, look at him when he jumps. He hoiks up his little skirt. That's not a word, is it? Hoik. He hikes up his skirt. Isn't that nice? Now, I can tell you now that this purple dragon is going to cause the same problem. Notice the colour of things clipping through him. That's just a characteristic of the ZX Spectrum. And old Colin, whoever did his graphics, I don't know if it was Colin himself, had to work alongside that. So, we go up to an item. It's obviously an item because look at it. It's a clear tile on top of everything. We hit the spacebar, you pick up the flea collar. That's a flea collar. If I hit spacebar again, there's my inventory, right? So I've got a flea collar and nothing else. So, that would appear above my head to be the spellbook, wouldn't it? But how do we get to the spellbook? I don't want to go too close to him. Well, let's see what's over here. I mean, I'm just talking through it. I know what to do. And you do as well. We pick up this purple bucket. Not going to do us much good over here. But what about in here? Yes, see, it's color-coded. So all we have to do is we go over to him in a way that avoids touching him. This is a finicky jump we have to do. Oh, there we go. And we put down the bucket of water, and there's a great steaming hiss as the young dragon's thirst is quenched. Well, there we go. Oh yeah, the down there it said snort to the firelighter. That's the name of the other dragon, I guess. We're now in the wizard's laboratory. That again is a holdover from the Dizzy games. Each room or each screen had a name. Now I'm immune. He's not so hot anymore because I've doused him. Can't talk to him anymore. What do we get if we go in here? Aha! A blue bucket of water and a blue dragon guarding the green bucket of water. And it's the green dragon on the other side. By the way, yeah, some of you have been noticing the artwork. Look at the cool dragon painting on the wall there. Now, the way I remember it is that on the ZX Spectrum there were two modes. There was 48K mode, there was 128K mode. Initially they only had 48K. Well, initially they only had 16, but the Spectrum, as we think of it, had 48K of memory. Then they introduced 128K, and I think that my memory is that if you loaded this game up in the inferior 48K, not only would you not hear the lovely Alistair Brimble music, but all this stuff in the background wouldn't be there. The hung paintings, the windows, you wouldn't get those. You'd just get the platforms themselves. Oops. Oops. Okay, so we'll give him the bucket of water. There we go, he's happy now. And now we can pick up this bucket. And also, well, I can't carry anymore, but there is an ear trumpet there. That's interesting. And look down there, bottom left, a magnet. So I'm only allowed 2 things. I know it says nothing there. That's not a third slot. I thought it was until just this minute. No, that's what I do. So I can use or drop either the flea collar or the bucket of water, or I can do nothing. So I'm going to do nothing for now. We're going to move on. And with all these graphics all over the screen, you know, the Spectrum's running at a good whack, isn't it? Okay, and so we'll bucket of water him. There we go. And we're safe. Oh, missed that. Oh yeah, he sneezes and it lights the fire in the fireplace, so I have to jump over that now. So, let's make our way up this grand staircase. Oh, it's a bit of a uppy-downy sort of a staircase. Look at that painting on the wall there of that night guy. See, how... details like that. Most Spectrum games didn't have details like that. And then we move up to the top of the stairs, and what do we find at the top of the stairs? Some of you may already have guessed it. Look at that. Dee-dee-dee. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so, whoops. Oops. Oh yeah, this is a tricky jump. You have to go up and then down to the side. Oh, it's a difficult one. Oh, it's a really difficult one. There we go. Boo! Now we know about that, don't we? That's one of those spells that we're supposed to be looking out for. Save. Oh, I loaded! Oh, I gotta do all that again. Well, I don't have to talk through it this time, so let's do it quickly. Did it load at the same point in the music? Blah, 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 blah. Come on. No, I think this was for my birthday. I think this must have been for my 10th birthday, because I had friends round for my birthday party, and I distinctly remember playing it with them while we were waiting for Mum to grill up all our burgers and rib steaks. Oh, I'm going to have to load that save now. See, this is gaming on the Spectre. Well, that isn't. You couldn't load your save. You just went through 3 lives. Notice that on the HUD, I already pointed out the little dancing stars. We have yet to see a single dancing star. It's clearly a counter. I'm supposed to collect dancing stars. Now, you may have already gathered what you're supposed to do in this. It's a bit different than the Dizzy formula I explained earlier. We're going to find out about that soon. Potion cabinet down there. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And there, tantalisingly above us, is that spellbook, and tantalisingly below us, the one... Yeah, as somebody said, a Goomba version of the Mona Lisa up at the top. That's kind of what I always thought as well. Not Goomba, though. What did I think it was? I don't know, it reminded me of a particular day. Oh, I know, Fan Thomas, but that's another story for another time. Well, actually, let's not even bother going this way. Let's try and get that wand and that spellbook, because I was just sort of futzing around a minute ago. Now, let's save. And let's try and jump over this. There we go. Oh, it's quite a forgiving jump, actually. Thanks for that, Colin. Over here we go. And down here. Do we need a magnet at this stage? Don't know. Let's leave it there. But now it's a spookily ghost! So, evidently, he missed me. There's a pile of stones there I can pick up. Now, you see that skull? That skull there is a spooky object. If I was to go back up to the top right and get that cloud that said boo, which is a magic spell, and pair it with that item, a scary item, we would have ourselves a spell. That's how this game works. And when we've got a spell, we can do magic a rabbit, 3 feet high. But we're not going to do that just now. We're going to die. Oh, and look at that, a special... It seems that every way of losing a life has a special little alert to tell you what happened. Now this is an interesting room. Oh. Well, that's a nice little cartoon concept, isn't it? And by the way, you know, it was only a couple of years after this that I stepped up to the Amiga and got Simon the Sorcerer, and really, there's a similar sort of sense of humour to this. So let's give him that pile of stones. Presumably that's what he wants to eat, is it? Yum yum. Now, can I get up here? Yes, I can. Why? Because there's little twinkly stars. Look at them, you see them? Never really understood what those were supposed to be, but I still don't really, but you can jump on them. However, it's no good, because between us and salvation, or rather magic wand, which we need to be able to do those spells we saw, is this bubble. We're going to have to burst that bubble, and I don't have any items with which to burst a bubble at this stage. I know where the items with which to burst a bubble are, but not how to get them. Oh dear, we're going to have to wait for this trail of stars to go all the way to the top before we can climb it. Typical. I was paying too much attention to my tea, not enough attention to what I was doing. Let's try a bit harder this time. I don't know what the timing is when I should jump. Jump? No. Save. Okay, so when that one's going, I jump for the next one. There we go. When it's nearly twinkled out. Very, very original ideas, all. Oh, David. What am I doing? Aha! Aha! Yes! Can I go all the way? No! Come on! Come on now. I'm saving when I get to the top of this. In the 80s you couldn't save. Hooray! And save. There we go. so tantalizingly close, yet so mesmerizingly far. How do I get up on any of those platforms in order to get to there? Ah, I go up and around. Okay. Now, by the way, this is not the game that we're playing today. This is, I'm merely showing you this by way of context, of giving you context. Now, I was saying a couple of things that I was going to go back and tell you about. I'll go back and tell you about them now. I was talking about the Colour Clash. I was talking about the making of book. A year or so ago, Colin, whatever his name is, Colin, brought this game out on Steam. There it is, look, below us, a pin. But how do I put out the fire? I can't get to the pin at the moment. Maybe there'll be something up here. Watch out for that. Yeah, Colin re-released this game on Steam. I believe he kickstarted it. It is not a remake with with fancy graphics and anything. It looks exactly like this. I think it's got a slightly fancier soundtrack. Yes, actually, I think it's got a version of this tune that's based on the Amiga version, which I found to be inferior, but whatever. And then it's got more tunes in it as well, whereas this game presumably only has this one. Come on. This game makes me so happy, you guys. If you're not getting joy out of this, then I sincerely apologise, but imagine a child in the 80s playing this absolutely lush game about a little wizard. I mean, it's beautiful. Oh, that's not much help to me. But can I fall down from here and jump over here? Hey! I got the book. I got the book. No! Oh, David. Wow, I subconsciously said my name disappointedly in a voice that isn't actually resembling, but was certainly in the ballpark of being similar to that of my nana. Oh, David, she used to say. That wasn't a bad impression. Sorry if you're listening to this, Dad. I just did an impression of your mum telling me off. Oh, David! That one wasn't as good. She used to, when I was doing something really dangerous, she used to go, Leonard! Because that was her husband's name, and she was just worried and needed help. And apparently I took this to be like a general, danger word. So one time, apparently I stood on a really high up thing and shouted, Oh, Leonard! I think I might be able to get past them. Should I try? Because it's a hearing spell. Whoops. No, I think I'm going to have to scare them off somehow. And yeah, I can't get past them. Because it's a hearing spell, and we earlier saw a hearing trumpet downstairs, didn't we? Ear trumpet, whatever you want to call those. Dee-da-doo. Oh, that's right. Save there. And let's see if I can make this jump. Yeah! Oh, there's another Goomba, look! Aha! Hearing spell. Guys with hearing trumpets, so they've already got them, but whatever. Halt! Who goes there? Hey! What? Clear off! Okay, so I'm not allowed up there, and there's a good stash of stars up there, until I can solve their hearing problem. Oh, I've got to get this. Oh, okay. Right. What shall I do? Let's try a few things. Let's get this flea collar. Let's see what we can do with it. I don't think that's going to do much good on anybody. You don't need a flea collar, do you? Nah. Just puts it down if it doesn't do the trick. Blah, 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 blah. Does this big guy need one? Really, I need to douse the water down there so I can get that pin. Oh. I'm not standing for that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, what I should do is I should move the chat window onto my main screen so I can see it at the same time as I can see the game. Oh, this isn't moving it about on odds. It shouldn't, should it? Deedle-loddle, oodle-loddle. Yeah, this is an Alistair Brimble tune. Pogington. It still feels strange that no modern game seeks to evoke that aesthetic. What aesthetic's that? I've missed the story. Hi, Suplex City 250. Even if it isn't fully accurate, chiptune music is lovely. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Well, do you know what? Thinking about it, this probably isn't the 80s. I bet this was like 1992. Or 1991, or thereabouts. No. 1991, there we go. I've seen speedrunners do the same thing with Super Metroid. Do what thing? Oh, come on. Alright, so I've got limited resources. I'm not remembering seeing any further buckets. Has anyone got any suggestions for me? Maybe I can just lock it out. Maybe I can just get between them. Let's try it. Let's save. Oh, I can't fall down there. Oh, no. Okay, so and I did land right between them, didn't I? So, can't use a flea collar there, can I? That's right, RPG the Grounded. Well, this guy is called Slightly Magic. That's his name. Did I just jump into that bat without getting harmed? Bats, apparently, not a problem. Can't pick him up, can I? Can't put a flea collar on him, can I? No. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Fright spell. Dun-da-da. Do-do-do. Wait a minute. I've got a fright spell, and I can go and get that skull, right? Platforming seems near impossible when you're jumping to platforms outside of the screen. Well, yes, but this particular game puts platforms together. Look, see this screen and that one? Those two, they don't look like they're directly together, but you can just walk from one to the next, so it's quite forgiving. This, honestly, it's a good game. The guy who made this, good at making a game. Tell you what, I'll put my flea collar down here, so I know where it is. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Come on, arpeggios. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Everybody. What do I spy? Do-da-do. But a magnet. That's exactly the sort of thing I need to get that pin. Isn't it? Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's see while I'm here if I can get that skull from here. Yes! Brilliant. Oh, now I don't know what to do. I've got a fright spell now. I bet that's how I get past those ghosts. Tell you what, I'll put all of that stuff up here and then I'll go back for the magnet. Suplex was talking about the general look and colours of Spectrum games. Now I found it strange it doesn't appear in modern indie games. Well, I mean, not many people know about this look, do they? It's only us UK people. Wait. A fright spell off. How do I make it on? Don't know. Okay. Let's drop it all here. I hear a weird bang. I might have done, but it might have just been the sort of van outside and might have just opened and closed the door or something. Too bad for the narrow bell. Let's save that. There we are. Lovely this, isn't it? Hello, Serious Business. Hey, you've got a name quite similar to my podcast that I really must get around to paying for the privilege of uploading more episodes of soon. RPG, this is for the ZX Spectrum. Unless you meant, like, philosophically what's it for, in which case, just enjoyment. Our merriment. I wish, Ziffy. That would be lovely. Uh-oh. Oh, I screwed it up! I don't think I ever played this game quite so much as I did on my 9th birthday, actually. This is really explicitly taking me... 10th. explicitly taking me back to that very day, rather than any other. Hey, dum ba dum do do da ba do da ba do ba do do. Why did Colin put such a tricky jump in as that? Was it necessity, or was he trying to teach me something? By the way, in the remake, I think you've got a slightly wider field of view than this. This feels a bit cramped. It didn't at the time. I mean, this was just how graphics were, and this was amazing. Okay, can I get that pin? How would I get it? The magnet pulls the pin towards you! Have I got the pin? I've got the pin. Right. So now I can burst the bubble. Where was the bubble, though? Oh, it was in the way of the magic wand. The magic way of the magic wand. Magical wandy stick. Magical sticky wand. Sticky wand, magic stick. Bam 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 ba do ba da ba ba do da ba ba do 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 do. So yeah, he's re-released this game for Steam. It's available to buy now. It's not very many pounds at all, so if you fancy it, go get it, because we're not going to be playing all the way through this. I'm going to stop in a minute. It's just that I'm currently a little bit addicted, because I want to get these particular puzzles done, and I'm sure some of you would agree with that. Let me save. Is there a way of, like, playing this, getting this emulator to run at double speed? That'd be nice. It's Spectaculator, if anybody knows. Speed. Oh! I want the music to stay the same. Oh, biddle-um-bum-de-doo! Biddle-im-bim-de-boo! Bobble-om-bumble-dol! Bobble-om-bobble-bobble! Ah, okay. This does not help. Normal. It seems that Colin's done a bit of programming here, or whoever programmed it. I don't know what exact bits Colin did. Look at his little feet, how they kind of twiddly, 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 kind of twiddles his toes. Actually, I'm not sure he does. Right. Now, how do I use this spell? How do I turn it on? Come on. How do I do it? Okay. How do I combine the items? Wait! Maybe I'm just wrong. And this isn't it. Maybe I can't make the spell. Either because I'm wrong about what the spell is, or because, you know, what the ingredients are, or because, I have to be in the place to solve the puzzle before I can do it, maybe? Okay, so let's put down the fright spell. Pick up the pin. And go. When you die in this game, when you lose all of your lives, speaking of which, save, there's a helpline number that comes up, and it says it costs like 34p off peak time, which is sweet. I wonder what it would cost. I wonder who... Does that phone line still exist? I wonder. Well, anyway, back in the day, we did call it, and it spoke of wondrous things. It was, I think, a recorded message that just told you, you know, it just basically read out a walkthrough for the whole game, and you just sort of tried to write down as much of it as you could. Oh, come on. It's tempting to call the number, yeah. Oh, come on! Trying to get up. I've got a pin! I want to burst this bubble and see what's in the treasure. Ooh! Ooh! Well, I'd never. I haven't done that face in a game in a while. It's the face I used to pull when I was playing Mario Lost Levels on the SNES. Come on. Yeah! Okay. Pin. Pop. Yes! What about this treasure chest? Background? Just background, okay. But, up here, the wand and spellbook do combine with magic powers of space and time. Blah ba doop dab dee da. Bibbly bibbly boo. Twiddly dum dee doo. Niladi says, I'd be more surprised if there wasn't. Pretty common to port games those days. Oh, because there's a C64 port. Well, yeah. In those days, yeah. Games just came out very... Oh, but Wizard's powers could be tragic if you are only slightly magic. Look at all that magic I just got. You see that? Oh! I'm such a silly fool. That's why I couldn't do that magic spell before. What am I playing at? Okay, save. Oh! Good job I saved. Hey, da 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 dee dee dee. The Specky version actually competes really well with the C64 version, says Pogington, audio-wise, which is bloody impressive. It is actually, yeah. The C64 had a beautiful sound chip, definitely better than the Spectrum's one. But folks like Brimble could tease out of it sounds like these that made us go, "This is good." The C64 has some stronger synth going on, but loses a bit of strength on the melody. It doesn't do the call and response thing the same way. Oh yeah, I heard that. I've listened to it before and remarked much the same thing, and the Amiga version's the same way, and therefore probably the remake version's the same way. Oh wait, I need those. So, I keep going on about it, but not finishing my sentence. The new version of this game on Steam, right? It looks exactly like this. All he's done is he's fixed that color clash. He's just taken that out. He's added a couple more speech samples, but they sound old, you know, so even that is cool. So it's like a real retro remake with the intention of making it still be retro, you know? But in a moment, we're going to be seeing a game which is not exactly a remake of this, but which owes its existence to the existence of this. And if it happens to be a coincidence, then I'll be extremely surprised. So, Fright Spell. Let's try it.
Slightly magic.
Hey! Cool. Nice, 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 nice. Da 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 da. So now I save and I go and get that hearing aid. Not hearing aid. Well, it's like an old-fashioned hearing aid. Ear trumpet. Oh, it's not. Oh, I just thought it was all these years. It's a megaphone. Oh, of course. What, how silly. I didn't even look at it. I was just remembering that those guys had ear trumpets, I guess, and I was like putting it together in my head that way. So now I've got a hearing spell. I can actually pick up this flea collar just in case. I've just remembered what the flea collar's for. Or have I? Actually, I might not have done. Where am I going? I've forgotten. That was it. That was it. Yep. Aww. Are you still going Sonic streams as planned despite the PC delay? Well, yeah, but with a delay because I've pre-ordered it on PC, so we have to wait for it to come out. But when it comes out, then I'll be streaming it, and I am gonna stream it blind. I'm gonna really try my absolute... Oh, come on! Right, remind me to save up there next time. I'm gonna try my absolute darndest to not read any of the spoilers. I say spoil, you know. When I say spoilers, I mean like look at the intro that they've tweeted out, things like that. We're gonna go in as blind as we can. Okay, I'm gonna save up here, and I'm gonna do this job. There we go. I don't know what the problem was before. Hey guys. Hearing spell. Hello, Slightly! I heard that. So I can get past. What will we pass? Whoa, a spooky ghost. That's a good ghost, look at that. This guy, this was a cartoonist. So alongside this, the remake re-release, what's the problem there? The re-release of this game, you can also get as a downloadable PDF for about £3 or £4 a making of Slightly Magic book, which presumably actual Kickstarter backers got as a physical. Start there. I assume they got it as a physical book. I wish I'd done that. Come on! Oh, okay, I've got to do the jump before it looks like I've got to do the jump. Hey! Oh! Oh! Come on! Deedly-deedly-deedly-doo. Okay, I'm going to save up there this time. Look at him! He's a good ghost. That is a good ghost. Okay. Here we go. Yeah! Yeah, I got my first 6 stars and... Look at that! Who's that? Ugly looking fella. You pick up the flea spell. Down do 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 do. So there's just a big head. What does one do with just a big head? One can't jump over it, but one has a flea spell. Here's what one does.
Slightly magic.
You change into a flea and jump onto the giant's head. He scratches and throws you off across the moat. And you get a star. And you save the game. And you head off in this direction. And what will be in this direction? Oh, Stonehenge and a spooky tree. And... oh, more spooky woods. Oh, look, we're exploring the world now. The Cheshire Cat. What? A castle on a cloud. What a beautiful game this is. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. Goodbye, Slightly Magic. If you would like to play that, then you can. You can play it on the Steam. You can play it on Steam. Pokemon says, really, any re-release of this sort of game should let you pick between YM, SID, or mod for the music. Yes, I agree. I'm now going to go and make myself a cup of tea, if you don't mind. But I'll be back in just a moment. If you want the multi-track of the songs from it, I can send those over, says Ashia Sharath. From what? From what? Anyway. Back in just a moment. This is called Slightly Tit Chip. It is. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, nice. Oh, awesome. That'd be fun. Yeah, why not? Are you in the Discord? Come to the Discord and give it us there. Let me get you a link. Ba-da-da-da-da. The most of it slightly is here today. There you go. Big Wiz is out, and he was in a hurry when he went away. So this is the Amiga version of the Slightly Magic music. It wasn't just ported to the C64, you guys. Back in a second, we're going to be playing our second game of the day, but I'm just going to make myself this cup of tea. Dum 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 dum. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-dum. Woo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. How ethereal. Hey! This isn't anything to do with Slightly Magic, this is just what was in my playlist next. I've just got some Amiga mods queued up there. So now we're going to be playing Mystik Bell. Now, Mystik Bell is a game that, if you look at its reviews on Steam, this was certainly true when I was last looking at it, you will see them all say that this is a tribute to 16-bit games like Metroid. That is because these reviews are written by Americans who have no idea what they're talking about. Because this is, I'm sure you will agree, now that I've shown you what Slightly Magic looked like, visibly and plainly a tribute to Slightly Magic, and an update thereof. Of course, there is, as I said, an official remake of Slightly Magic, perhaps even done in response to the existence of Mystik Bell. Mystik Bell is made by somebody, well, I don't know much about the guy in question, but whoever it is that made it is the good kind of... I don't know what that was from, Pokington, sorry, I just found it in my list. A good kind of game dev. He's the kind of game dev who, for example, this came out ages ago. When did it come out? I don't know when it came out, but it came out, a few years ago or 2 years ago or something. And there were 2 major updates in June of this year. So just like a few weeks ago, basically, he completely updated the animations of the game so that more puzzle solves had dedicated animations to them instead of just a message popping up like in Slightly, and parallax on the ground and things like that. Let's have a look, shall we? Here comes Mystik Bell. Here it comes. It's coming. Any minute now. Here it is. Now, I haven't tested my levels against this game, only against the Spectrum, so do tell me whether or not I'm audible. Andrew Baddo. Well, he's not a baddo. He's a goodo. I think. I don't know. He might have been in that rally last night. I don't know. But I think he's a goodo. Let's find out. Press X to start, it says. Pressing X to start doesn't work. You press start to start. Oh, that doesn't work either. You press A to start, alright, whatever. Let's start a new game. And I'm sure you will agree, this is quite slightly inspired. Oh, I can't see you anymore. This is a full screen game. Doesn't have to be, but I'm going to move you over to my other screen. There we go. Oh, Mystic Bell is so indie that it doesn't have a little icon at the bottom, so I have to Alt-tab my way back to it. Oh, gosh, I see, yes. I see. Yes. Sorry, I need to put the chat at the top. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, why isn't that working? Wait a minute. Oh, dear, why is that going behind... Oh, there's two different ways of moving the chat to the top. I moved it to the top sort of, you know, vertically, when I should have moved it to the top in the order of windows. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you for that, Bluation. And here we go. So I've started playing it there on hard mode. We don't need to be playing on hard mode. I'll play it on normal mode this time. Ah, limited backtracking with warp chests. That's new. He's added that in. Restart from current room upon death. Oh, very useful. I don't know if that was added in or not. For arcade adventure veterans. Well, I've played all the Dizzies, so I chose that before. Alright, here we go. See what you think. See if you agree with me that this is slightly magic inspired. One cold late October night, blah 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 blah. I'm going to finish my tea while you listen to this. Hello. So I've realised that I may have sounded like I was accusing this game of resembling Slightly Magic. That was not my intention. I think it's the deliberate... Sorry, this is because I've realised that I should really make it a bit smaller on screen. I think it's supposed to be a tribute to that sort of game. Presumably the maker of the game would say it's as much a tribute to Dizzy and things like that, but I think with the Little Wizard, Little Witch motif, this is certainly more of a Slightly Magic than a Dizzy, but we shall see what you think. So yes, I've missed the story there, and I can't remember what it is, so I actually don't know what's going on, but I don't think it's terrifically important. Let's find out. Somebody tell me roughly what happened in the story. Protagonist accused of something that the antagonist... It's Mario Sunshine? What do you mean? How is it Mario Sunshine? Whoops. 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 Whoops! Oh, what have I done there? Look at all that selecting I've done. There we go. There we go. Right. So, what do you have to say for yourself, young lady? What did I do? I seriously have no idea what this is about. Don't play dumb with us, Whippersnapper. You ruined the Walpurgisnacht brew. Is that German or something? With one of your infernal fire spells. Blah blah blah. Dee dee da. Da 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 da. By the way, look at this pixel art. Isn't this great? This is the reason that this came up in conversation this morning was that it's an example of a game that, on the surface of it, looks like it's trying to replicate the 16-bit look, but that's just because we've all forgotten what 16-bit graphics actually look like. It's actually a lot more advanced than was possible back then. Okay, so evidently I'm supposed to gather these things together for some sort of reason, to make their stew, I guess. Suggest looking for some of those items in the dark forest. Ooh. I don't think I've ever left the school. I didn't realize you could get out of it. Come on. And here we go. Now, first of all, look how nice this game is, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, look at that perspective on the floor. That's added in. He's patched that in recently. The apple. Famously, the first item in Fantasy World Dizzy. And an item that is, as a result, dear to the hearts of those of us who played that sort of game in those sort of days. And check out how slightly magic-ish, digi-ish this is going to be. Oh, that's the wrong button, I guess. There we go. Okay, I've pressed that. What are the controls? There we go. Hall pass. Do I give it to one of them? No, thank you, I don't want any. Okay, so you see, so I can offer it to all these people. Keep it on you at all times. Oh, I better remember that. Okay. Oh! Fine. Which way shall I go? Left or right? Ooh. You're all seeing eye. Okay, I can't seem to go that way. What's that council of anonymous witches? Oh, hello! It's her from the painting. It's slightly magic. Well, she says no, but this hall pass says yes. Dash the ticket. Firehead, no leave pass anywhere, or he will come. And by the way, that was the first puzzle in Fantasy World Dizzy. Well, sort of. There were two puzzles at the start of Fantasy World Dizzy, which we'll get to, so you'll see them. But you were locked in a dungeon, guarded by a troll on the far right-hand side. You had an apple, a jug of water, and a loaf of bread on the table. You took the apple and gave it to the troll. You didn't have to, but if you did, then the troll would give you a hint as to what else to do. You were to take the jug of water and use it to douse a fire, which you could then clamber out through. So, who's he? No joke. He. Hall monitor. Okay. And here we are in the game. Now, Slightly Magic had fewer bad guys in it than this game does. By the way, look at those lovely shadow effects. But in this game, we can shoot. Yeah, so there's a bit of that going on. Woo! Frankly, I'd just as soon turn that off, but I guess people like it. Alright, so where shall we head first? According to the map, there's a way through here. Right, what do we have? No. There we go. This is a huge yellow tank full of toxic weed killer. Okay. Now, Fantastic Dizzy had a weed killer puzzle where you had to get rid of a sort of a piranha plant equivalent by spraying some weed killer on it. So I'm sure we're going to be looking for something like that. No, I don't think this is Vert. I saw the name of who it is a minute ago, but I can't remember it now. Notice when you get close enough to them, she shoots with a magic wand, and it becomes, you hit them with a broomstick instead. It's tricky though, come on. And of course, look at my health up top. I'm losing it because I keep knocking into things. So I'm not very good at the dealing with enemies aspect of this game. And this is on easy. Well, normal. thinking there's a way through there, because the map seems to suggest it. Where is the way through? Thank you. Finally, got rid of it. But can I jump up there? Seemingly not. Okay. I guess we'll press on down this way then. Way! Okay, hi. I've been told this is a travel mirror. It's used for quickly getting around the school, but only if one knows where other ones like it are located. Is that a warp chest? Yes. Oh, I get it. Okay. Cool. So, I guess that's so you don't have to, deal with a constant 3-item inventory like you do in Slightly Magic. And similar, look, there's the painting on the wall thing. Carried over from Slightly. I mean, obviously, and Harry Potter and stuff, you know, and anything. Any castle-type wizarding school is going to have paintings on the wall. But it was a significant part of Slightly's design, so... Oh, hello! Ms. Sky Willow's study. What are you about, Miss Sky Willow? Oh, Belle, what have you done? Madam Hagmore is furious and we're almost out of time to recreate the brew. Miss Willow, please believe me, I had nothing to do with this. I was just practicing in the hallway, there was some crazy clatter and some jerk almost knocked me off my feet. Next thing I know, I'm being dragged into the council chambers. This changes everything. Why didn't you tell that to the council? I could barely get a word in. This even made up the mind even before my mouth. Well, this is bad. Not only do we have to get all those rare ingredients, but also we'll get out for... I'll try to help you as much as I can. But the Walpurgisnacht brew requires me to constantly keep an eye. Do you see what I see, ladies and gents? Do you see what I see over here? Would this be a little squirter of... Oh, nothing. A little squirter of nothing. Alright, well, I'll pick it up anyway. So we've got to go and find something to put in it. How toxic is her brew, I wonder? Hey, that's mine! Desperate times, desperate measures, Miss Willow. I totally need it for stuff, I guess. Well, make sure you don't go spraying poison all over the school. Ah, there we go. So, that was an impressive number of rooms in, and we've hit our first sort of tutorial puzzle, as it were. What's going on in the chat? You're wrongly accused of stuff the protagonist does, the antagonist does, I assume you mean, and then you put on trial with no actual evidence, they force you to fix their mess. That's why people said it was Sunshine-esque. God, I'd completely forgotten that that's what Sunshine's all about. I just remember them being on a plane and going on holiday. That's probably where Metroidvania comes from, along with the minimap and rooms, says Nilani. What is? You guys are going to have to specify because you're on a big delay, so I never know what you're saying that's about. But yes, the minimap you've got up in the corner is, I'm certain, the reason that people thought that this was a Metroidvania. And you know, those things crawling around the platform, that's from Metroid. So there's definitely Metroid stuff here, and maybe the shooting itself. But where are we right now? I feel like I should be able to go through there. Why can't I? What's the problem? So yeah, no, this doesn't look 16-bit, or at least not in the Mega Drive and SNES sense. I do think it looks aesthetically like an Amiga game, although, you know, the graphics are more impressive than they could pull off, even in AGA. Specifically, Super Cauldron, it reminds me of. Maybe that's just because I'm a little witch. Maybe at some point I'm going to get a more useful gun. Oops. Oh, whoops. I've gone the wrong way. Where was it? Nicely avoided, wasn't it? Oh, look! I was wondering for a minute there. I looked up at my health, And there's a little white bar under the red bar that is my health. And I was wondering if that would go down as I shot. But it actually went up. So I wonder what that does. Well, let's do our first puzzle. Empty spray pump. Okay, and now what? A tank full of plant poison. At this point, it has served its purpose. Right. Okay, so... Okay. And what's this going to be now? Can I pick that back up? I can. Toxic weed killer. Oh, right. There we are. So I've filled that up. But I've still got some toxic weed killer for when I find some toxic weeds of my own. Alright. Oh, well, that wasn't a very good one, actually. That didn't really get me anywhere. So, let's use our Metroid skills. Where on the map haven't we been? Well, we haven't been left up there, but for some reason it won't let us. So, let's press on in this sort of direction. See what puzzles we can find. Whoops, who daisy? Looking at that painting up there, look. Wait a minute. That's an object. What is it? Whoa. Oh, there's some weeds. Just rubbish. Alright, well. Check out these weeds. Go away! Go away! Oh. Sorry, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I better find the owner of these roots. I'm sure that it's thirsty for some poison by now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay! Is that him telling me that the reason I couldn't get through that door is because there's a big plant in the way that I need to weed kill? Find out. Is there actually one that I'm supposed to be able to see? Oh. That wasn't it. Oh. Oh, I'm thinking I'm getting all muddled up. I'm on the wrong screen in my head. Okay. So it isn't that. Oh, that's a nice cup of tea. Oh, flippily neck. Flippily neck. What do we got here? This mop has turned orange after one too many magical accident cleanups. It could even pass for some punky hairdo. Maybe from a distance, in a dark room, while blackout drunk. Now, some of you may be thinking that that's incongruous in what is evidently a game that the young could play based on a game definitely for children from the 80s. But no, that's exactly the sort of joke you used to get in ZX Spectrum games. And anyone raised on them would think similarly. Ah, a hobnob. A gooey hobnob. Let's try the last one in the pack. Any crunchier? No, I can only shoot forwards. This looks either like a 3DO or a 2D pixel art Dreamcast game, not that there were many. Yeah, bro. Yes, you're right there, Ziffy, about the platforming. Pogington says, please be advised, Mystik is not just a Metroidvania. It's a true adventure game. You will not get far without having to solve inventory puzzles or talking to people. Yep. So I guess that's a response to those reviews. Ah. Ah. Aha! Ah! Nope. Ah, what's the button? I'm having to play this one-handed. And there we go. Oh no! Oh, I gotta get closer. Oh! Oh, look at that. Can I pick it up though? Oh, I can't remember the buttons! There we go. Whee! I think that might be one of the new animations. Oh look, left behind. What? A stinky leaf. Fair enough, I suppose. Nail clipper. How many things can I pick up? Quite a few. What do we have here? The bridge release mechanism is stuck. No matter how hard I lean on it, I can't budge it even a millimeter. Okay. Need some kind of lever or handle. Oh dear. Oh dear. Come on. Thank you. The sign reads, warning, approaching the carnivorous plant will result in instant death and expulsion from the school. Carnivorous plants are magic proof, shooting it will only make it angrier. Oh, should have tried that. Can I get that yet? Wait, what did she say? Okay, what she said is, I can't carry it or something. Ooh. Okay, so now I can get through here. Oh. Now, will you look at this? What a beautiful room. And who's this? Find out in a minute. Oh, hello! Oh, okay. Alright, so it looks like there's going to be a fair few of them. What do we have over here, then? Who are you? Hey, Nikki! What are you doing here so late? Late? Oh, I guess it really is. This book is freaking great. Oh, well, I guess I'll just finish it. That's a... Look at that cool... That is a good character design. It's got a good shape to it. Tall head. You know what I mean by that? She's got like the face right on the lower half, and then there's, I just think it's well drawn. It's a fun scavenger hunt type of thing. Fair enough. But you haven't really set me a puzzle. Yeah, Belle, this is some awesome stuff. Now please, let me be. Alright. Alright, well. I don't know what the puzzle really is there. But here we are! Now you hear again, the music here is... It purports to sound like a C64, but with such production on it as couldn't have been done in those days. You know, there's a lot of reverb on there, it's mixed nicely. Do you know what I mean? It's like so retro in a good way, although I actually think that perhaps they could have dialed it down a bit. But that's just my personal preference. There's nothing actually wrong with the way it's been done. Oh! What even is that? Like a mouldy potato fly. Don't need the hearts, but it's just compulsion to collect them. Oh, it looks like I should be able to get out to the left as well, but can I? Find out later. Uh-oh, better have some tea before it goes cold. Oh! I've just realised I've got a little fly following me because I'm carrying rubbish. Nice one, Bado. Good stuff. Through here. Hello! There's a little cat. You alright? Is it Gobbolino from Magic Land Dizzy? Oh, it's midnight. Miss Willow's adorable kitty. Can't resist the cuteness, must pet kitten. Zap. Oh, okay. Holy crap! This furball over here has one hell of a static charge on it. Okay, right, remember that. Electric cat with a static charge. If I need to start something electric. Ooh. It's a bit Page Master the game, isn't it? Page Master on the Mega Drive. Oh. judged one of its projectiles really well, and then the next one badly. Ooh! Uh-oh. By the way, I'm doing really well for health, and my previous experience has been that I would be almost dead by now, so I'm guessing that's the difference between normal and hard. Look at that clock tower through the window. Nice. The moon go past there in the window. That's lovely. Oh, guys, look at this game. Aw, isn't it nice? This is on Steam. I assume it's a little bit more expensive than Slightly Magic. But not much. I think it's about a tenner. Not going to be more than 15, is it? And here's the thing, guys. Right, so I've shown you a lot of this game. You will agree, right, that this game is... Hang on. I'm actually going to tweet this out a second time, because I think that this game deserves some love, because it doesn't get very much. I bet you've never played Mystik Bell. Let me show you why you might want to. Twitch.tv/DemonTomato Day. This little fly buzzing around me in real life. I must have rubbish. Okay, so, yeah, sorry about that, I just had to tweet the thing out again. The shooting looks to be a lot like Mega Man at the time, and considering the elements from other games, I may try this out. Why would a fly follow you unless they put this much detail in the game? What? Oh, Pokington's buying this. Oh, of course you love Dizzy Infamous. Of course you did, of course you did. So, I think we're going to get along, Infamous. Oh, how do I get up there to that obviously cool scroll? Can't just jump, can I? What a tantalizing item that is. How do I get there? Okay, so I think I'll... Oh. I wonder if I can... Is there another one and can I jump on it? No. So, I think I've shown you at this point, and it's convinced Pokington, that this is a good game. It might not be your cup of tea of a genre of game, but you can tell that it's a well-made game. The graphics are lovely, the sound is lovely, you know, the gameplay works fine, it's a good game. Yesterday... According to the stats, how many people do you think played this game yesterday? Wait, I think I've already told you, so I'll just tell you again. But it's for those of you who weren't there when I told you a minute ago. One person played this game. In the whole world, yesterday, one person played this game. There are 3,000 people who have this game. That's it. Oh wait, that's going to the Steam stats. I don't know if it's on itch.io, and I don't think that includes... Oh no, I was going to say I don't think that includes the backers of the Kickstarter, but it probably does, doesn't it? Because their games would register on Steam. Will you please get shot? So, this game deserves more love. There's no reason at all why people wouldn't be playing this. Except that it's a throwback to an old 80s game that no one outside the UK has ever heard of. I probably could spend the rest of my life wandering around the UK, randomly quizzing people, and I would never meet anyone else who knew what Slightly Magic was. Ooh. Hey, can I get her to say stuff about the items? Bet I can. No. Okay. And here is a tribute to that kind of game, and it just... it didn't fail. It just doesn't have the love that it needs. And that bothers me because I know that clearly an absolute load of work and effort and love was put into this game, and I think it deserves to be rewarded. So, if anyone fancies either a go on this or thinks that perhaps they know someone who might, let us spread the word a little bit about Mystik Bell. You know, send them this video. Oh, there's one of those. Hello, hello, hello. This looks like a... Oh, ho, ho. Who do we have here? Hello, Mrs. Bitterwarts. That's a good name. What the hell are you doing in my kitchen? Get out! Shoo! The food sure smells good. Can I please have some? No, I don't cook for student brats now. Scram, do you? Who do you cook for? Now a bit more tea. Oh. I wonder whether I should be embarrassed that you can see me swilling my tea around my mouth. That's what I do with any drink. Get a big mouthful of drink, swill it about. Oh, you get your whole mouth wet. It's lovely. That's just some metal foil. Shiny. Shouldn't take any while Bitterwarts is watching. Okay, how do I distract Bitterwarts? Wait. What if I make things smelly? Ah, look! She's getting the flies! Haha! There you go, I'd already figured it out. Okay, so where shall I put my fly-attracting rubbish? There? No. Not in the pot, surely. Or is it the stinky leaf that's causing the flies? Maybe it's the stinky leaf. Let's try that. Oh! It's a good game, but the controls don't make sense. This is definitely a good idea, but I need a few more flies to follow me somehow. Oh! Okay, so I need to gather flies from somewhere. Well... wonder if there'll be any out here. Oh dear! Oh, I didn't know that was a fall. What's that? Sharp glass. Okay, no. Thank you. What's this? Seems to be a lift, doesn't it? But how do I start it? Oh, look look! Do I put the stinky leaf down there, maybe? And see what happens if I take something stinky and dip it in this horrifically smelly dumpster. Whoa! Blech. Oh man! Despite being one of the most repulsive things I've ever held in my hands, the plant has now apparently become irresistible to flies. Hey! Check out the little animation! See, I'm sure that wasn't in it before. So what's that called in the end? Fly magnet. Alrighty. Now how do I get back up? Oh, hi! Hi, dude. Yeah, hi. You're big. Ooh, oh, you were gonna jump your skull at me then, weren't you? I can tell. This is a heavy metal hatch. Even though it has a handle, I can't seem to open it without leverage. So yeah, basically, this is a Metroidvania slightly magic. You know, that's pretty much that's what we've got here. See how dead I would often be? Oh no! He's gonna nick me flies, isn't he? What have I got? Can I get him with anything? suppose I could get him with sharp glass, but I don't feel like that's what I should do. Right, so this is the way round, and I have got to get past here. But he's going to eat me flipping flies. Can I get away in time? Oh, what a gauntlet this is. Oh, they're gone. Oh, I can just shoot him. Alright, fine. Back down I go. Oh, look. Leverage of some sort. Get that on the next way round. Lovely. It is satisfying when you get when you solve a puzzle in these games, you know, it is. Dun, 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 dun. Doodle, 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 doodle. Can't believe how small the game is, says Pogue. 28 megabytes. Even most other 2D games these days will happily take up a gig or two. Yeah! This is a true retro indie game. And you see what I mean? Like, even if this isn't, like, a game that you personally would want or would, like, want to play, isn't it criminal that you've never heard of it? Isn't that a shame? This is the sort of game you should at least, like, have the option to decide whether you like by knowing about it. Oh, okay, he's just gonna go to sleep. No! Ah! Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. What can I stand on? What can't I? Well, I'll take that, and then I'll come back for the apple after doing that. Okay, so it's only down here, isn't it? Get some supplies. Deedle-dee-dee-dee-dee, because then maybe there'll be something down here. Hey, is my maximum health gone up? Is that what the white bar is? After I kill so many people, does my health go up? I do. Ah. Hey. Oh, gosh. That's quite a drop, wasn't it? So what are we going to find down here? See, in a Dizzy game or Slightly Magic, you're always trying to get to new places because you want to see what items are there. Oh, hi! Hello? Yeah, hi, Oh. Ah, lovely. Let's unlock that. Nice. Okay, don't need to use it, though. Uh-oh. I haven't got my hall pass. Bet I'll get in trouble if I go past that eye. Oh, wait, no, it was the old troll woman who wouldn't let me pass the eye. Was that the hall monitor? Cool, hi. No. Oh. No, I'm trying to talk to him. God! Dizzy only had one button. Slightly Magic had one button. This is complex by turning it into 4 buttons arbitrarily. Damn it, I missed what he said he needed. Oh, he'll say it again. Right. So the cook is currently cutting up a fish. I need to use my flies to distract the fish, to distract the cook, get the fish, take it to the cat, bring the cat back here. I betcha. Oh. Any clues in the name of... Just a sharp sword, okay. Do I need a saw for anything right now, folks? That you can think of? Think I might have solved this puzzle, says Kezja. Oh yeah, let us know. Dave, get the cat to power the lift. That way you don't lose all your flies repeatedly. You're right. But I need because I need the fish to get the cat, right? Okay, well, I need to ASAP get my hall pass back. Otherwise we're gonna meet him. If that is what that is, then I love it. That is a really cool mechanic. Whoa! You're right though, if I had that lift. Oh, there he was, did you see? He's coming for me. Hey! Hey! Get lost! Okay, I got him. I imagine bats eat flies as well, did they? Ah. There he goes. Okay, so, well, I don't know what I don't need. I shouldn't have used that metal scrap crowbar in the lift, should I? Is that what it is? Oh, there's no way I'm getting up onto that platform. I'm gonna have to go all the way round. Alright. Well, let's see. Let's just try everything on this. No. Shot the glass? I don't know. Right, the controls for this, on Slightly Magic, right? You had one button. The space bar. If you would stand in front of an item, and this is Dizzy, this is a tried and true control scheme. You'd stand in front of an item, you'd press the button, it would pick up the thing. It would also open your inventory a lot of the time, I think. Did it? Did it? Maybe. And then you could press exit, or you could, use or drop an item. And again, that would be you just go to it and you press the button. In this, I can't even do it. If I put down something, right? That was a bad decision. I have to press the top button here. Can you see that? No? Yeah. I have to press my top button to pick it up, the side button to open the inventory, and the bottom button to use. And then the remaining button to shoot. Now, okay, if jump has to be a button, then it makes sense that you would need to do something, but... What do I do with that scientific tone? Do I give it to her who's reading the book, I wonder? Yeah. This is a very forgiving, easy mode, though. I think most grown-up gamers are going to want to play this on difficult, because the difficult mode is that these guys actually hurt you. You actually have to worry about them. The hearts are precious instead of, it doesn't really matter, In this version, I can pretty much collide with bad guys with almost no repercussions at all. So, Abby's not here today. She is currently at TF Nation, a Transformers convention, with several of her friends, one of whom we're very excited about. Chris McFeely has written a graphic novel with the guy who made the... what's it called? Is it the Transformers Almanac? When Transformers Animated was on, or well, just after it was on, it got axed, and they never finished the story. So he worked with the people who were going to write the next season, and basically published what the rest of the story was. Well, McFeely has written, with that guy, the script for a graphic novel adaptation of that missing season. They might have made up their own story, I'm not sure exactly what they've done. and it's available only at TF Nation. And we have missed it. Abby got there too late, and they were all sold out. That's a shame, but still, it's good news for McFeely. And he deserves it. He's worked very hard. Aww. Milk bottle. Can I do anything with a milk bottle? Alright, glass jar then, fine. Aha! Oh, I like the look at you. Look at this! I can put all my stuff in here! Oh, thanks for patching that in. Where's the hole? There. Nice, nice, nice. There's another one of these. I can't just magic it, can I? No. So I guess I'm going to have to sort of turn power on in general. What have we got here? There is a hermit lizard living under here. Hermit lizards often rock some very sturdy household containers as shells. So I can see. Alright, well, can I pick that up? No? Okay. Alright, well, what if I put down... Did I mention hermit lizards like apples? Also, they're incredibly stupid and will try and eat even a fake apple repeatedly. Fake apple. Well, I've only got a real apple, unless she means that that's not an apple, it's a hall pass. Yep. Deedle 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 doo. Oh. No, I'm not at all happy about that. Why did she say repeatedly? Yeah. Do I really? I don't actually know what puzzle that's supposed to be for. Wait, so that's not an apple. They just give you like a wooden apple or something as a hall pass. I want a wooden apple or something. Wait, why do I feel as if I've interacted with a wooden apple? What wooden apple am I thinking of? A really visceral image of a wooden apple. I'm not so much remembering the stem and leaf part of it, but certainly the body of the apple. I have held such an item. Oh, that's... I'm not at all happy about it. He's got blood all over his teeth. No, not. Oh, I'm not at all happy about that. Ah, how am I supposed to do this? That's not how. But now I can pick that up. What's happening in the old chat? Put the fly magnet on the lift and then find a way to activate it. I mean, I'm happy to do that, but why do you want me to put the fly magnet on the lift? What's your favourite graphic novel series or comic, says Midwest Mountain. That came out of nowhere. What's my favourite graphic novel series or comic? That's a tricky question. Well, it isn't. The answer is Whim, which was by Andy Lanning and... Oh, who was it written by? Can't remember, but it came out in the 80s and you simply will not be able to find a copy of it. Bone is very good. That's one of my all-time favourites. I was reading that when it was coming out, but you can get that in one big collected book now, and I recommend it. Or individual books if you want the colorized version. Also good, but you don't need. It was drawn in black and white, so it doesn't matter. Sonic the Comic, of course. That was my after Whim. That was my big comic growing up. Dee 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 dee. Beep bop beep bop beep bop beep boop beep bop beep boop beep bop beep. Doodle-doo. Did I leave something down where the crowbar was? I feel like I might have. Wish I could tell where I was. Yes, I thought I did. Ooh. So I'm gonna have to restore the power to this whole place somehow. Oh! Right, okay, so I've already done all that, so I can just try going up these again. I'm very smelly at the moment. Can you tell I've got my left foot up on the desk? Very comfortable. Well. Even if I did manage to activate the lift, that wouldn't help here. Ah, because this is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. Oh, come on. This is difficult. So that must be the way out. Oh! How am I going to get out of here? Oh. Or is this the way out? This is the way out. Hooray, okay. Okay, so now I've got a load of flies. What was I going to do? I was going to put down the fly magnet. No, okay. Fly magnet. No. There we go. This is going to be brutal. I guess I'll just shove this in her back pocket, all stealthy-like. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does. What? Flies! Where did all these flies come from? Yeah. Look at that fish. Will you get a load of that fish? That is ace. Yep. I am a proper little terror, aren't I? Shiny copper foils, smelly fish head. Woo! And bye. Right. Shall I drop some stuff off? Oh. Well, the only thing I actually know what to do with is the fish head, which I think I'm going to use to get the cat. I might need the box to trap the cat as well, so let's find out. Can't remember where the cat is, mind you. And any of you. I might have to send this to Bado. Or Bado. What's his name? Well, anyway, love your game, but this is obviously a bug that needs fixing. But we're cool. I can go to the council chambers and carry on from there. Alright, cool. Can I get this way yet? No. No. Alright then. Oh dear, did I put the hall pass away again? Oh dear. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh yes, everybody says that Saga is very, very good. I think I read the first book and it was good. Oh! Right, well. So I guess that doesn't need reporting to him then. That is actually something he's decided should happen. I think it's a bit confusing then. Can anybody remember where we're supposed to go for the cat? Not there. Ooh, I've got an itchy foot. don't know why I'm looking at you in such an accusatory way. They've just got a painting of some pumpkins. Cat. Where is the cat? Yeah, that's... I will report that to him, if I remember. Ah, well. Can't I? But we'll do that later when we know what we're supposed to do with it. Or whenever I next happen upon a chest. Oh, interesting. If you look on the map, it looks like there's an exit down through the floor in here. I suppose it might just be that, but no, it seems like that would allow me through to the right. Curious. Oops, yes. Oh, right, now, she might want a look at that book of mine, so let's see if I've got it in here. Ugh. Always pressing the wrong one. Now, by the way, those chests have just been patched in. So imagine how tricky it was before to always keep track of where you've put all of the items that you need. That's what it's always been tricky in Slightly Magic, in Dizzy games. And frankly, I got further than this. I can't remember any of the puzzles, but I got further than this without any bother, and without any chests. So it must be possible, but yeah, I'm glad of the chests this time. So let's try this. Oh, cool. Well, I already have. No, I've got it. I got it. There it is. Oh, there it is. Is it hard to find? Not particularly. Can you figure it out? All I need is a way to store an electric charge. Fine, let's see. You have to build a Leyden jar. Well, I've got a jar, haven't I? Get a glass jar, line the lower portion with some metal foil, attach a small chain to a brass rod, and insert the rod through the jar lid so the chain touches the inner foil. Whew, okay, so I need a small chain and I need a brass rod. Alright, well, let's get over to that chest at the other end of the room. I pressed the wrong button! Take the clippers as well for use on the mop head. So, use that. How do I use items on items? Okay, no. So I can't do that at this stage. Evidently I have to use them when I am facing something that I would use them on. So, I know I want the smelly fish head because I'm looking for this cat. Sturdy box I might need to catch the cat, but I'm not sure. Nail clippers I'm going to use on the mop. And we're about good. Whoops. So, if you can handle that kind of inventory stuff, you should play The Flowering Nose in Slugland. Oh. It's pronounced Leyden jar, isn't it? Leyden jar, Lydden jar. I don't know which one I said. Haven't been up here. Oh, but it's not like I can go up there. Ah. Do-do-do-do. That's just the kitchen again, isn't it? So I don't need to go there. Dee-dee. Oh, should be able to jump on that table, I think. Oh! Brass, 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 brass. It looks like someone tried to break off a piece of this curtain rod, but failed miserably. Maybe if I get the curly, thing! The curly thing! There must be something wrong with the controls here, because I get it wrong every time. Normally I'd be like, well, I just need to learn, but... Let's try it. No! No. The rod is surprisingly durable and will probably require a tool of some sort to severe. You mean sever. Well, yeah, I was going to use that metal strap to, like, get it round, like... But I guess it isn't that. And it isn't going to be the nail clippers, they're not going to be... The saw! The saw. Whoever put the saw. Presumably that's in here as well, unless I just didn't pick it up. I just didn't pick it up! Can anyone remember where I put it? Well, that's annoying. Can't believe I didn't pick that saw up. Right, now I have to try and figure out where the mop is. Oh, hello. What was I doing for you again? Oh, nothing. And I'm never going to know where that brass rod is. Hey, maybe I do need to walk. Yeah, the saw would be around there, wouldn't it? Flowering Nose is a great Java browser game from like 2004, handmade by this one guy who sadly fell off a roof and died sometime afterward. Just providing random factoids while you do whatever route you want, says Ashia Sharaf. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that very easily. You're a jolly little gardening man who throws water at slugs and snails and teleports to special worlds by putting any in-game item into a teleporter. That sounds good. Each one has more items, so it becomes this way of keeping track of which has what until you finally get the one you need for your garden. Oh, yeah, that sounds cool. So you could deliberately play this on hard mode. I mean, you can because there's a hard mode, but I mean, you could make your own hard mode by just deliberately walking around without the hall pass. Hey look, there's blood on some of the spikes. Wouldn't it be fun if it was the ones that where I've died on those spikes? Beep, 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 beep. I don't know if that is what it is. Beep, 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 beep. I feel like I'm probably supposed to do something with that washing line at some stage. I gotta just stand and wait for you. Come on. Oh, I can't jump over him. Because I'm not patient enough, I think. I think I'm supposed to wait longer. Oh. Well, where'd I put the saw then? I thought it was on this corner of the map. Just check I'm not being an idiot, and it isn't just in here. Dee-lee-lee. Dee-lee-lee-lee. Do-la-la-la. Possible to clear him. Ah! Ah! Ugh. Or maybe we'll put it all the way down here. Am I getting sleepy? Why am I getting sleepy? I've been up since early in the morning, but it's not late at night yet. Oh, you guys, I've really turned my sleep schedule around. You would not believe it. Honestly, for the past significant number of days, I've been going to bed at like... Well, I haven't seen the other end of midnight in a week or so. Oh yeah, you're right. You start with the energy that you had when you entered the room. Flippo, Hippo. The Thespian Hippo. That was an old comic strip I used to do. Flippo Dippo, the Thespian Hippo. What does this guy want again? Oh, there's the saw for a start. Nice. Nice. I was not going to go this way. What do you want? Nikki! Oops. Alright. I can warp, can't I? Because I've done everything I need to here. Oh, that's a good game, this. Okay, so where's anything? Oops, what have I got in the end? Sharp saw, yes, that was for getting the brass rod. Now, where was the brass flipping rod? I knew I would forget. Oh, there's Nikki anyway. Maybe she... If I tell her about that other guy. Hey. Alright, okay. Oh, right, that's why I'm doing that, is it? Oh, right. Oh, well, so Nikki is helping with that. Okay. Look in the top left. I've got a fireball there in the top, in the thing, which implies that at some... There it is. That at some stage I'll have something other than a fireball. That's exciting. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Okay. Well, I guess I'm doubling down on property damage tonight, so might as well. Oh. Down we go. Flimsy saw. Okay. Okay. Oh! If I'm about to enter a whole new area, really, I should visit that chest. I wish there was a good way of, you know. I wish there was a good way of getting hearts back. You just have to shoot things and hope, so let's shoot things and hope. Nope. Oh! Oh! This is just getting worse. Hearts, give me hearts, give me hearts. Ooh, give me hearts. Ooh! 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 Too many ghosts! Is a ghost going to spawn on me now? Okay, so the ghosts do not appear to be of any use to me. Give me hearts, guys! Oh. Fall from my way. Oh, Hut. Ah. Oh, good old parallax scrolling foreground chains. Look at that. Whee! Like that level in Aladdin. Ah! Oh dear! Oh dear! Yeah, it does, Kyrie. Nice one. Yeah, Tanuki, or like the ability to write notes on the map for yourself, you know? No! Okay. Oh, nice. Ah! Well, I need more than that. Skull! Alright. Can't think of any use for a skull at this point. Oh, cool. Yeah, you can't get me. I've played the Sonic 3 and Knuckle Bend boss. Or is it? Or is it just Sonic and Knuckle Bend boss? You know what I mean, anyway. Ah, look, a conspicuous bucket. Oh. Oh, a conspicuous scroll, but I can't get to... No, really? Oh. Oh, well. That might be where we stop for today then, because really I ought to go. Yes, it's 6:20. I ought to go and get myself my dinner sorted out. So there we go, Mystic Bell! And Slightly Magic, and now you know. There's a couple of games you didn't know about, right? Whole new style of game for some of you. So there we are. Yeah, maybe there is. Right, okay. No, they shouldn't. I think I shall. I think I shall mention that to the fellow who makes it. So, bye then. Hope you had a nice afternoon's stream with me, and I shall see you again. I don't know when. Soon enough, I suppose. Got more Sonic to play. Right. Goodbye. I say goodbye. Is there anything else I want to do before we go? Probably not. Let's get this shut down anyway. Bye-bye, Bell. Good game. Good game. Thanks, the guy who made that game. Right. Alright, bye then, everybody. See you again soon. Good night. Wait a minute.